Jason Kelce's shocked reaction when Travis Kelce accidentally revealed Taylor Swift's podcast appearance. On Tuesday, April 29, the Kelce brothers released a new episode of the New Heights podcast. Travis Kelce appeared in a retro black and white plaid shirt that highlighted the famous tight end's laid-back style. On his head, a black baseball cap with the words, "Tribeca," was added as a highlight, reminiscent of New York, where Taylor Swift lived for many years. In contrast to Travis' cheerful atmosphere, Jason Kelce appeared at the beginning of the podcast in a dark red t-shirt and his familiar, New Heights, hat. The Kelce brothers opened the conversation by talking about Travis Kelce and Justin Timberlake's victory in a golf tournament in Las Vegas. "Okay, welcome to New Heights, where the Kelce brothers chat, argue and sometimes reveal secrets that shouldn't be told," Jason began in a half-joking tone. "That's for me." Travis replied, laughing. "We're back from that crazy tournament in Vegas," Jason said with a big smile. "Hey Travis, you had a great swing." Travis laughed, "I was just trying to learn from Timberlake. I learned a lot about golf from Timberlake." Jason said, "Oh, but your team winning the championship was really impressive. I saw some really experienced and old golfers in that tournament. I couldn't swing that well." Travis replied, "Oh, really? If you really beat us, the championship would be yours." Then the Kelce brothers laughed heartily. Then Jason asked Travis, "Hey, dude, after the night of celebrating the golf championship, you disappeared from the Wynn Hotel?" Travis scratched his head. Well, I went to visit someone special." Jason looked up immediately, his eyes lighting up as if he had just smelled a bombshell. "The special one? You mean the famous blonde Grammy winner with a cat named Olivia?" Travis laughed loudly, but tried to keep his composure. "Jason, come on." Jason wouldn't let it go. "Hey, I was just asking. Wasn't she staying with you for a few days? You posted an anonymous story. I recognize those black and white shoes." Travis turned away from the frame, as if looking at someone. For a moment, the audience heard a small sound, a female voice echoing in the distance, though it was unclear. Travis immediately covered his mouth, eyes widening. "Oh shit, I didn't mean to, never mind, I heard it." Jason leaned toward the screen, eyes widening. "That's Taylor, right? Don't tell me she's in your studio." Travis was silent for 2 seconds. Then he let out a sigh and laughed. "You're such a sly fox, Jason." Jason slammed his hand on the table. "I knew it. I told you guys you'd slip up." After the laughter died down, Travis shared more honestly, "Actually, Taylor had a few days off from her schedule. She knew you were going to be in Vegas with me and everyone. So, she flew in, unannounced. Just wanted to spend a quiet evening together, no cameras, no fans. We sat on the 58th floor terrace overlooking Vegas, had pizza, had some wine, and listened to music. It was that simple." Jason smiled. "I'm really happy to hear that. I've never seen you so peaceful. But anyway, can you tell me more about how great this is?" Travis said. "Oh, sure, man." Travis, in a very happy mood, began to tell. "I have to say, after swinging some of the worst shots of my life, I knew you were looking for a place to recover. Taylor was there with me. We spent a few days in Vegas, just eating well, resting and hiding from the crazy sun." Jason immediately looked up, propped his chin on his hand, pretending to be very tired of this romance, which made Travis and the entire backstage crew laugh. "Oh, I'm sorry, Travis, I thought I was listening to a sports podcast, not a romance podcast." Jason joked, his voice dragging out to tease his brother, but Travis, unfazed, just laughed out loud and continued, "It's actually thanks to Taylor that we didn't lose that day, Jason. I practiced really hard, but nothing beats having her there cheering me on." Jason raised his eyebrows and asked seriously, "Wait, you mean Taylor Swift stood there, in 100-degree heat, just to watch you play golf like some amateur grandpa?" Travis nodded with a happy smile. "Yeah, and I think I won. Not the prize, but the life." The whole studio burst into laughter. Jason pretended to lean back in his chair, sighing helplessly at Travis' sweetness, then added sarcastically, "I don't know whether to be proud or feel like you're so lucky, Travis." "You're definitely lucky." Travis didn't stop there, adding more adorable details about their mini vacation. "We walked down the strip, had dinner at a cute little Italian restaurant Taylor picked out, and then just being normal people. No stage, no spotlight. Just the two of us walking and laughing at silly things." Jason smiled gently, this time without joking. "Honestly, I'm happy for you, Trav. I don't think anyone deserves that peace more than you." The sincerity in the statement made the show's atmosphere quiet for a moment, before the two brothers quickly returned to their familiar joking style, discussing Travis's unique swings in the league. This podcast episode not only brought laughter to fans, but also showed a very ordinary and lovable side of Travis Kelce, an NFL superstar enjoying simple happiness with the person he loves. The Kansas City Chiefs are heading into the 2025-26 NFL season with something to prove after their humbling 40-22 defeat against the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 2025. After missing the chance to secure a historic third consecutive title, head coach Andy Reid and the Chiefs front office wasted no time in reshaping the roster, and interestingly, much of their draft strategy suggests a subtle but undeniable shift in how they view Patrick Mahomes' role moving forward. While the legendary Travis Kelce confirmed he'll be back for at least one more season, the Chiefs appear to be planning for a future beyond their iconic tight end. But perhaps more striking is how Kansas City approached the 2025 NFL Draft, emphasizing offensive line reinforcements, a move that hints at their growing concern over Mahomes' vulnerability under pressure rather than simply trusting him to work his magic. Chiefs add key pieces in draft and undrafted free agency with their first-round pick. The Chiefs selected offensive tackle Josh Simmons, a move immediately aimed at better protecting Mahomes in the pocket. They later added wide receivers Jalen Royals and Brashard Smith, bringing speed and versatility to an offense that struggled to find consistency beyond Kelce last season, but Kansas City's most aggressive moves came after the draft ended. The Chiefs signed 13 undrafted free agents, showing their determination to inject young talent into the roster. One notable signing was offensive lineman Dalton Cooper, who landed a significant $259,000 deal including a $25,000 signing bonus, a clear sign of how urgently the Chiefs want to retool their protection schemes and depth across the field. The sheer volume of offensive reinforcements, from the draft to free agency, sends a strong message. Kansas City is not willing to rely solely on Mahomes' brilliance anymore. After posting a solid but not spectacular 26-touchdown season, Mahomes was exposed by the Eagles' ferocious defense in the Super Bowl, revealing that even the league's most dynamic quarterback needs a sturdier support system to thrive. A couple of years back, Travis Kelce and Justin Timberlake were already out there making some noise together, and not just at concerts or games. They teamed up at the first-ever 8 a.m. Golf Invitational in Vegas, and it was a whole vibe. Kelce, along with Patrick Mahomes, actually ended up winning the thing, barely beating out Chase Crawford and Catherine Newton by one stroke. And it wasn't just golf, they even threw in a poker night that raised over $600,000 for charity. No big deal, just a casual superstar weekend, and honestly, their chemistry was hilarious. At one point during the tournament, Kelce got so hyped that he went for a side bump with Timberlake, and basically wrecked him. JT joked later on The Tonight Show that Kelce's friendly hit gave him a stiff neck for a whole week. Still, no hard feelings. Timberlake couldn't stop talking about how Kelce's literally the nicest guy ever. Fast forward to now, and the friendly banter between these two continues. In fact, Travis joined JT along with his brother, Jason Kelce, Olympian Michael Phelps, NBA star Blake Griffin, and comedian Andrew Santino at JT's annual 8 a.m. Invitational Celebrity Golf Tournament at the Wynn Golf Club.